Hey guys, so today I'm here with a really highly requested video. I have done this video before about 2 years ago and I figured it was time to update you guys because I have gotten so many new subscribers since 2 years ago, and that is basically the My Tattoos tag. Now the video I did 2 years ago was my tattoos and piercings, so if you want to see my piercings, they haven't changed since then. I will link that video down below. It's really old, but I definitely suggest you guys watching it if you want to know about my piercings. But this video is just specifically about my tattoos. I have 5 tattoos, and before I get started, I am 18 years old because I know I will get a lot of questions like, how old are you? I'm 18. But I have 5 tattoos. I started getting tattoos when I was 16, and I'm going to start by explaining sort of my mentality on my tattoos. Basically, I have the same mentality as my stepdad. If I get a tattoo at a time, it does not have to mean anything to me. But at the time, it could, but later on, it doesn't have to. It can just be a memory. So I can look back at it. I have one of those, by the way. I can look back at it and be like, I got this tattoo at that time. That's who I was at the time. And just sort of, you know, remember it and talk about it with future kids, grandkids, things like that. I love my tattoos. I literally love them so much. I have a really high pain tolerance level, so it does not hurt me at all. So I'm going to go through each and every one, explain just about everything I can about it, show you things like that, so I hope you guys enjoy. So the first tattoo I actually got 2 tattoos at the same time, at the same day. I got them in North Carolina and I was 16. I had just turned 16 about 2 weeks before that, so my stepdad and my mom surprised me by getting me 2 tattoos. It was only supposed to be 1, but I kind of talked them into getting me another one. So the first one I ever got were the 5 birds on my stomach, and I love these birds, but I did not take that good of care of them, which is why they look really faded and I need to get them touched up like ASAP. Basically, the 5 birds are for my 5 brothers and sisters, 4 brothers, 1 sister, 5 siblings, and I got them. It didn't hurt. I got them like right on my hip, like right above my hip on the side, like right below my rib, and it didn't hurt. It more so tickled than anything because the guy was like stretching my skin, and like I'm so ticklish, so it was really difficult for me not to laugh. I was like giggling and it was just awful. It didn't hurt. I think the only thing that really hurt was the outline, which I think hurts the most for anything. On a scale of 1 to 10, like I said, I have a high pain tolerance level, so this could be different for everybody, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it was about a 6. It was not that bad. So I'm going to show you guys them and then explain a little bit more. Here they are right here. I have high-waisted shorts on, which is why they're like all the way up my belly button. But this is the 5 birds. I think you guys have probably seen this just about on every Tumblr picture. I believe I know a lot of people have this tattoo. But they fly up, and I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the inside, the shading is very, very faded. And I will explain why that happened. Basically, when you get a tattoo, it scabs over. I was told not to pick the scabs, but I did anyway. I picked at them, which is why the inside is like that, and I really need to get it touched up. This tattoo was about $50 because it's so small, and again, it didn't hurt that bad. Then right after I got that tattoo, I decided that I wanted another one, and this one was also $50 just because it was shop minimum, and that is the one that you guys probably see the most, and it's on my finger. It's on my right hand ring finger, and it is a Roman numeral 3. So many people are like, that's 3 X's, that's 30. It's not. I know what's on my finger, I promise you. Basically, I got this one right away. This one is also faded, but that has nothing to do with scabbing or anything like that. The reason it's faded is because finger tattoos tend to fade really quickly because my hands are always out in the sun. They're always getting, you know, they're washing them, hand sanitizer, things like that. So finger tattoos get touched up a lot, and this one definitely needs to get touched up. And basically, this one, I think probably was the most painful just because it was right on the bone. It took 5 minutes. Well, the birds took about 30. This took about 5 minutes, and it literally like stung the whole time. Like I was like flinching. Like this was probably about an 8. And yeah, I think that's everything I have to say about it. I'm going to show you guys it, and I'm going to show you and prove to you that it is a 3. Here it is. This one probably looks like an X the most to you, but that's because the lines are so close together. But as you can see, it is a 3, but the columns just aren't filled in. If I were to get them filled in, you probably would have been able to tell a lot better. And the reasoning behind this tattoo is actually the most personal to me, so I'm not going to share this reasoning to you guys, but I do like it. I love it so much, and I don't know, I love it a lot. And I get a lot of questions on how I'm going to cover tattoos when I enter the job force, which I've been entered into the job force since I was 15. I basically just put my class ring over it, and it covers it completely. Alright, so those are the first 2 tattoos I got. I got them around Christmas break when I was 16, and about 3 or 4 months later, spring break, I was also 16 of my sophomore year, I decided I wanted to get another tattoo. My family and I went and we did basically like a tattoo party. Like everyone in my family, my mom, my dad, and I all got a tattoo. And the one I got, this is my biggest, is my thigh piece, and it's a Dreamcatcher. This one has absolutely no meaning to me. It is the only tattoo that I have that has no meaning. I literally got it just because I wanted it, and I love it a lot. I want to add more to it, but I'm not too sure what to add to a Dreamcatcher that I would like yet, so I'm going to wait that out a little bit, but I want to make it a thigh piece. And I got this one. I think we spent about $250 on it, which isn't that bad at all. It was not painful. Really, I mean, the outline was kind of bad, and then the shading hurt pretty bad because I never had a tattoo that was shaded before, so that hurt. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it was about a 5, and I think that's all I really have to say about it. Yeah, this one just doesn't have any meaning to me, and it's also one of my favorites. Well, I think all of them are my favorites, to be honest. So I'm going to show it to you now. So this is the Dreamcatcher. As you can see, it's not on the direct side of my thigh. It's more on the side tilting in. Here's the top piece, and then it swerves down into the really pretty feathers that are like dip-dyed. It's all black and white tattoos. It looks like that, and that's what it looks like from the front and from the side. Yeah, and I forgot to mention at the beginning that all of mine are black and just black tattoos. I don't have any color yet. And then after that tattoo, I waited a couple years, actually. I waited until I was 18, until I could legally go by myself and get a tattoo, and I didn't need my parents to come with me. And I got all of these in North Carolina, by the way, except for my last one. But the next one I got, I just turned 18. It was Christmas break of my senior year, which was this past Christmas. And I went with Brian to a place called Bombs Away in Jacksonville, North Carolina to get my 4th tattoo. And I love this tattoo. I don't know, I just love it so much. I'm going to show it to you guys. I know because I'm getting undressed, but it's right here on my shoulder, and it's a quote. It says, "Sail away from the shore," and I'll show you guys just a little bit more later. The reason I got it right there is because I love how like lanky my arms are, and I wanted something to cover that, so I got the quote there because it's just long and perfect. And "Sail Away from the Shore" is actually a quote from an Abandon All Ships song called "Take One Last Breath." Abandon All Ships is my all-time favorite band. The first time I ever saw them was at Warped Tour 2011, I think, and I literally fell in love. I just absolutely love them. I listened to them like every day when I was walking to work, and I wanted a quote from one of their songs, and I figured "Take One Last Breath" is perfect, so I got "Sail Away from the Shore." And another reason I got that is because it was my first tattoo without my mom with me, and I was like a little sailboat sailing away from my family and kind of doing things on my own. So I got that. On a scale of 1 to 10, about from here up to here, it was about a 4. Once he started getting on the more like tender skin, like the neck and all that, it was about a 6. I did flinch a little bit. It took about, oh, by the way, my Dreamcatcher took about 3 hours. This took about an hour-ish, 45 minutes, and it was about $80. I think I paid $80 for this. That's what it looks like. He did a thick and thin sort of line, so the S is really thin and then everything gets kind of thick. So right here it just says "Sail Away from the Shore." I'm not too sure what the font is. I'm pretty sure it's just his freehand. And then my last tattoo, my 5th one, I actually got in February, so I got it 2 months after I got my quote, and I got this one right here, which is on my wrist. I got a Wishbone. The reason I got a Wishbone is because my mom got me a Wishbone necklace for Christmas, and I was getting ready to move away from my mom, so I decided to get something that really just helped me to remember her, because I love my mom so much. We have such a good, close, like, knit family, and I just love her so much, so I wanted something to remember her by, so I got a Wishbone. And I don't know why I got it here. I think I just wanted it somewhere and I really didn't know where to put it, so I just got it on my wrist. And as you can see, this is what it looks like from the side, things like that. I got it in Virginia. I got it at a place called, oh god, what's that place called? I'm not too sure what the place is called. It starts with a D in Virginia. It's in Colonial Heights, Virginia. It's the Tri-City area because I lived on Fort Lee. And the guy that did my tattoo, his name's D. He did Chris Brown's tattoo, Wiz Khalifa, Jerry Rice. And it was really cool to meet him. He was a really cool guy. Anyway, he did my Wishbone. It took about 7 minutes. He timed. It took 7 minutes. It was $50 because it was the shot minimum. And this one did not hurt at all, which is so weird. It actually did not hurt at all. I went with my friend to get it done. My friend Abria, she got her first tattoo and it was really cute. She got a little heart. That's just what it looks like close up. Really thin, sharp lines. I love it. That's it for my tattoos video. I hope you guys enjoyed and got more up to date on my tattoos and things like that. Maybe when I get a few more, I will do a new one in a couple of years, probably. I'm just kidding. Soon. But I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.